there is just so many things I just have to go over right now. No introduction, nothing. So, this all happened because there's been a lot of spam going on. And, I feel the need to address everything again because, like, my last one wasn't so great. And plus, I have to do, like, a list, like, here I'm just gonna show it right now. So, yes, there's been a lot of things involving me recently. And, I've been getting into a lot of deep shit. And again, I feel the need to address everything. So, as a way to cut to the chase, the gore imagery I drew. Well, I'm just gonna say that, well, I mainly draw it just for, like, horror, shock humor even. But it's also because of psychological horror. And I know how people are fascinated in psychological horror. And, like, the feels of paranoia, shit like that, horror content. And quite ironically, a same person who I'm not going to address their name, but I did used to be friends with them, like, earlier, I believe early this year, back in May. He had requested me to draw his character eating someone's entrails. And then his other friend says that she tends to be disgusted when it comes to gore, which quite ironically enough is kind of hypocritical. Now that you think about it. It's quite ironic how, like, they don't like any gory content, but yet he requested me to draw his characters eating internal organs, which does contain gore in there. And with the nudity artwork, well, to take a look at this, at a part of a Wikipedia article, it just says that it's like the entire, it just shows that, like, inappropriate nudity isn't really the case on why I draw this kind of stuff at all. It's because there's been historical art pieces and also nature preserves that allow this kind of stuff, like nudity. Because nudity, it tends to be freedom sometimes. And it's also hard to respect their boundaries even. Like, it's been getting taken over by so many inappropriate things. But I don't draw it for this inappropriate thing whatsoever. It was not drawn for any sexual purpose. It was drawn sometimes for nature, but also for, well, kinda like meant to be censored with memes. Like meme imagery from back in the day. And people tend to call it, well, corn. Like, I'm trying not to say it with the P. when it's not. Because as you can tell in the article, it's not the case. And, the misgendering part for the same person that requested me to draw his character eating someone, it was actually a mistake, actually. Like, I wish I would have known that, like, maybe I just forgotten about it and I was too, and maybe I was just too strict or pissed off to even remember it, but it was actually a mistake and I didn't really mean it. As for the inappropriate jokes, it was just done merely for either shock humor, toilet humor, and also stuff that we need to be aware of. Like when I joke about P. Diddy and other gross adult stuff like this. Hell, with all the R-word jokes. I joke about it because I actually don't like it. I'm actually against it. And because so many fucking perverted people use rape for their own advantage. And I joke about it because how much I fucking hate it and how much it's fucking disgusting. Like, I may joke about, people doing it to someone else, but trust me, we're just trying to make each other aware of what it's out there. Watch this video in the description as an example of where someone made an analysis video talking about a disgusting mod of a game someone created. And people, they started drawing really disrespectful shit out of my own character and claiming that I'm a PDF file when legitimately the nudity was meant to be non-sexual. Like, it has nothing to do with intercourse. It had nothing to do with anything disgusting. Again, as for the gore, there's also a creature in Filipino folklore called the manananggal. And there's also a Wikipedia page for that, if you want to look it up on Wikipedia. And I don't actually support any dead newborns or anything, because I was actually traumatized by that kind of imagery. And I just drew a lot of gore out of this specific Filipino folklore creature because I just find it fascinating. I'm not a sick individual. I'm not a fucked up person. It's just folklore actually fascinates me as a person. Like, it's that fascinating. And I don't really get what the fuck's up with people these days. I mean, like the pedophilia jokes, like I joke about it sometimes. Because they're so fucking disgusting. Like, there's disgusting people that I just want to fucking clown on them. People may say I support pedophiles by joking about them and support, like rape when I joke about it, when I'm not. I joke about it just kinda to make, like sometimes I don't mean to joke about it, sometimes I kinda do. Because, like, clowning on such a disgusting crime is like, it's like I clown on it, Because people are just so damn nasty and they don't really know what the fuck they're getting themselves into. Like how I joke about P. Diddy and other people like that. Again, we're just trying to make each other aware of what the fuck is out there. You know that one person called Raven? Where like he made an analysis video talking about a disgusting mod of a game, again, someone had created. And he said sometimes in his videos he'll throw a whole bunch of jokes, shit like that. And those jokes were actually meant, they were silently meant to bring awareness to people, to know the gross shit that are out there. Again, there'll be a video linked in the description of the Cold Raven video, like of the analysis he was talking about. And yeah. And for the Wikipedia stuff, people are probably going to say that Wikipedia is not always right. Well, if you use that type of claim one more time, chances are it's not going to work anymore. Literally. And like raiding people's servers and doxing them is not going to help. Drawing cyberbullying imagery and really gross stuff out of their characters is not going to fix it either. It's going to make it even worse. And plus, PSAs are meant to bring awareness to people who know the serious consequences of what's happening in the planet we're living in. Like, there is just some sick individuals out there that are probably way more disgusting than you think. And, you know, with the entire thing of me just like fully disrespecting people's opinions was actually because like when I told one of my ex-friends about my opinion on things I like, they proceeded to disrespect it. Like they treated it like it's something. Like they treated it and made fun of me for it. They treated it like it was some joke and they made fun of me for it. That's what caused me to act this way. So again, you know, like, I'm sorry for giving people threats. It's just, I've been through so many shit in life. I had to deal with my family passing away. I have to deal with, you know, like I had to deal with very serious shit happening. And remember the time I got doxxed? I had to deal with that too. There was just so many hard things going on in my life that, yeah, people may think I'm using it as an excuse, but it was actually very serious for me. It was very hard for me to handle. And now people are just clowning on me because I don't like Zerdy TV anymore. I know that in his profile picture, it may, like, his very old profile picture that he used, like, somewhere around, like, 2016, 2017 or so. I think it was, like, a face reveal, and not trying to be rude, but it looked like he had some sort of learning disability. I know people are going to say I'm not disabled and that I might be faking it, but I do, as a matter of fact, have a disability. But people just don't know it. Like, they just don't know that I have it. And Like, people are gonna say, oh, you're using your disability as an excuse, and just because you say the R word when you're autistic and disabled yourself means that you're being ableist to other people, when that's not the case. Hell, I actually use it as a way to describe someone who is just stupid, not as a way of discrimination towards disabled people. I mean as a way to call someone an idiot, okay? Like a dumbass. And me and my dad had this kind of discussion beforehand. And I don't know why that's the case. Like, I just don't know why that's the case. I mean, doubt me if I'm wrong, but these people need to, like, sometimes these people just see things the wrong way. And they don't, and sometimes, I know, like, the part of the Zerdy community are kinda brain dead. I mean, their community does kinda reek some sorta weird, critical, deadly coronavirus that plagues both the autism and Zerdy TV community. I'm not saying that because I'm also the part of the autism community. Because I do, like, in real life, I do respect people. I do respect their disabilities no matter what, and I'm always going to be here for them. But some people just don't even know what it's like to be me, ever. And again, just like what I said in my last post, I kind of freaked out and I just didn't know what to do, and that's kind of what made me lash out on them. I just didn't know what was happening, and I just had very serious stress issues and also trust issues of others. But again, raiding people's servers and doxing them, or even making very disrespectful caricatures of their characters doesn't help at all. It makes things even worse. It makes it worse than it already is. And chances are it might cause that person to end their life, which, according to a video I watched, is actually considered manslaughter. It's actually considered manslaughter. And it's actually some sort of type of murder. Just watch this video. I have the link in the description too. Just watch it, okay? Just watch the entire thing. Same with the other video I linked, and just watch it all the way through, and then you'll learn that this kind of stuff is actually a type of manslaughter, okay? Just watch it if you're really that brain dead. And yeah, I'm not really into the Zerdy TV community anymore because, like, to be honest, that shit was kind of getting boring to me. It was kind of getting boring for me, and I'm starting to not like it. Yeah, not even one bit. Can't believe I used to like it and draw fan art of it. Can't believe this. I mean, like in Zerdy's old PFP, like I mentioned earlier, it does look like he has some sort of disability. And, like, yeah, and, you know, if he ever still lives with his parents somehow, then, yeah, I do support people. I do support a few fair people that have special needs. Like this person, for example. And, so, just, why not maybe try, like, at least he probably knows better than Zerdy TV. At least he probably knows. He probably knows better. And, yeah, like, if yeah, like maybe trying to teach him how to be more aware of things. Like try like it like if Zerdy's that disabled, then well, I think it's try like although he's an adult, just try your best to like teach him how to be more aware of things, and also, you know, like and like how to not have low accountability almost every time, and how to not be greedy over his own community. Because there's stuff he needs to be aware of things in his community, especially if there's going to be doxing involved. I mean, like, I know I'm apologetic towards all the fucked up shit I may have said to people, but you know, like, I, I did lose my shit on a few people before, and you know, like, I don't really deserve to be forgiven for that. I mean, that's what the list said, so, of course. But let's just gonna say, at least I admitted it. And I just want all of this to be over. I just want to take a break from all of this. I just do not want any harm to be thrown at me, and like non-alive threats being thrown at me. I don't want that either. And to politely stay away from me, just do not raid any of my future servers. Do not draw insensitive, inaccurate, and just overall disrespectful caricatures of my characters. Just please, for the love of God, don't do that. It doesn't make any things better. It just makes it worse. Okay, it makes it worse. Makes it worse than it already is. Before watching this video, I think it's time you should look at my past posts, because in all honesty, I just don't really know what to feel right now. And for all the gory images I drew out of Wubsy and Darwin Watterson killing him, yeah, that was just mainly for satirical purposes, and also because, like, you know the game called Pico versus Bear? Yeah, like, that Flash game was everywhere. There was actually a there was actually a remastered version of it in 2022. And I don't actually support animal cruelty. I actually have a cat in my room who I actually am really fond to be around. Okay, she's just too cute, okay? And I would never want anyone harming her. And I tried my very best to take care of her. So I think it's finally best to leave me and my family alone. I promise I'll try and work it out. I'll try and learn from my mistakes, and I'll try to mature. But listen, I've been through enough. I've been through enough doxing. I've been through enough raiding. I've been through enough harassment. I've been through enough COCSA online harassment. And I'm also been through with all the crazy shit happening in my personal life. And so I do not want anyone making it even worse, or trying to get me or trying to get anyone to let me, or decide to allow anyone to try and get me to kill myself, because I know that's never going to happen. It doesn't even fix it. It doesn't fix it at all. Like, getting someone to kill themselves is, again, manslaughter. Yes, manslaughter. Fucking manslaughter, dude. Again, there's gonna be a video linked in the description about it, so I think it's best you should watch it. Yes. And try and probably somewhat at least agree with my points here with the Wikipedia pages and stuff. I mean, some nudity is depicted in art, but not in a sexual way, so. I mean, again, it's used, like, for a natural approach. And there's also a few nature parks that do allow it, so. Again, if you ever try to start something with me, just do it somewhere else. Okay? Stupid. This situation is probably just as fucking stupid as the Rust 010 and the Flamingo shit that went down. Of course, if you haven't read my last post on my channel, then just fucking read it, okay? Not forcing you. You can just do it if you feel like it. Again, all of this, okay? I'm taking full accountability. I'll try to take full accountability. But Zerdy, he kind of doesn't take the proper accountability. Why not try teaching him a little? And maybe try teaching him how to not take low accountability and how to not be greedy about his community all the time. To the point he doesn't realize what's actually happening. Like, about that cemetery and Maxie Gold person, who her real name is Jillian Path, but I'm not going to dox her real name on the internet whatsoever. Like, given the fact that she does have lower stage autism, so I think I can just leave her be. And plus, there's already videos talking about her, so, might as well not join in the craze. But, you know, like, at least try to teach him. Like, as a person who, yeah, like, remember how I mentioned my lunchroom in a YTP I was watching? Well, don't harass me or bully me, but I eat in a special ed class. Sometimes. And I know, like, there's some disabled people, or just people with more severe learning disabilities, who are probably lower than me on the spectrum. And, like, they know when to stop. Like, they actually know when to stop. Like, how a teacher politely asks them not to do anything bad, or just tell them what's right and wrong. How do I know this? Probably because I've seen some of it happen. I've seen some examples of it, and, like, because, of course, I ate in there before, and because I watched Spacey's video where he talked about Maxie and the weird shit she's done. So maybe at least try and teach Zerdy about how to take full, medium, high, like, accountability, more higher accountability, and how to not be greedy with his community, and how to not fuck things up. And just maybe he can learn from his mistakes. Because, well, I know he probably doesn't live with his parents anymore, but if he does, surprisingly enough, if it's the case, then just probably try and ask him how to be more aware next time. Okay? At least I was kind of taught like this in my childhood. So, yeah. There's really nothing much else. But what I do have to say about Zerdy's past content with the Zerdy.exe and Zerdy reimagined stuff like that, in my opinion, it's kind of giving me those bootleg Eddsworld vibes. And his .exe games are really not that good. I'm guessing it's because he deleted it, but I believe he's kind of getting sick and tired of people mentioning his Zerdy.exe thing. I'm guessing that's why since he doesn't like it, he deleted it. So I think it's also maybe best not to try and annoy him with the Zerdy crap. The past Zerdy crap. Otherwise, he might get a little pissed off at you and might block you, so. in conclusion, watch the videos in the description. Read some of the Wikipedia articles. It doesn't matter if you say they're wrong or not. Just read it. And, just read it. You don't have to forgive me on this. And I believe I told this all in detail as much as possible. Probably. But, well, yes. And, yeah. Well, I don't really need an outro here, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here.